Alright, hi everybody! Let's get the show on the road. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What character did I last log in on? Oh, okay, we're safe. Oh yeah, because I was leveling up Black Mage. I was doing Fate farming. I just couldn't remember if the last character I logged in on was my main or the Shizune. But yeah, hi guys. Are you ready for more Shadowbringers MSQ? I don't think we're going to be able to finish Shadowbringers tonight because we haven't even gotten our artifact gear yet, and there's side quests you know where. But we should be at least reaching that place tonight. Which means maybe next Tuesday. Ooh, that would work out really nicely if, like, next Tuesday we could finish Shadowbringers. And then, do the, like, job quests and other wrap-up things on Wednesday, and then the week after start doing the raids and stuff. Dungeons, raids, etc., etc. Anyway, let me swap over to a job I can actually do these quests on. And by that I mean Bard. And by that I mean Bard. Anyway, yeah, so before stream today, I was doing Fates in Lakeland, and I managed to finish my shared Fates there, excuse me. Which means I got my favorite, or one of my favorite bardings in the game. The other one I can't get until, like, Endwalker post-game, so... yeah, very exciting. On my main, I basically got this barding, and except for maybe holidays when I like to, like, lean into the holiday spirit, I have not changed his barding. There was, like, a moment leading up to Dawn Trail where I used the other barding that I like, but I actually tend to use, like, a mix of the two. The body from this one, the headpiece from the other barding that I like. I use a different pair of... or a different leg piece on my main compared to this, but actually, this is the wolf barding that these legs are from, and it's actually kind of a look. I actually kind of really like it. Anyway, that's enough about, like, chocobo glamour. Let's go talk to Push. Ah, Elfino's friend. You and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. I mean, it's the least we could do. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the walls of the Forgotten? Are they the ruins to the northwest? Yes, that is the sacred site of which I speak. Could it be that your footsteps were guided there by the ancients? They were guided there by Ishtola. Who, like, we know lies about her age, so maybe. I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I will tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman to shape for us a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skill is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you were to visit this artisan and return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. His name is Grenolt. You will find his workshop in a metal structure to the south. That name sounds familiar. I'm sure it's nothing. Let's see here. I wanna go, uh-oh. Did I get lost? Oh, right. The map lied to me. I think I made that mistake last time, too, like the last time I played this too. Oh, right, I actually want to go down this way. So it doesn't even matter. But no, I think that baited me back during Shadowbringers release too. Because it looks like you should be able to go out that way. You can barely see the little line that indicates that, like, no, this is a completely different elevation. Uh-oh. Sahagin voice is already taking a toll on my throat. That's not good. I mean, I'm sorry. Ondo voice. Sahagin? What's that? I don't know of any Sahagin. Okay. Oh. I think I probably want this on Dark Knight. It might be a tiny itty bitty little bit of experience, but it's still something I'd rather go on a different job. The workbench. This facility was built by a Crystarium native, a genius artisan seeking to escape from the distractions of the outside world. Although he simply calls the place his workbench, the mundane naming is at odds with the fantastical concept of a forge constructed miles beneath the ocean. Oh, that's just great, that is. My mind's playing tricks on me now. Look, Grinault, someone's come to visit you at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or might be as you're a ghost, eh? Go on, foul shade. Feast yourself on me, rotten soul. I've got no use for it. A craftsman what can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a domin hammer. And that's just an insult to bloody sea slugs. Grinault appears to be suffering from a crushing bout of self-doubt. Dude, same. Maybe you can help psych him up. You can do it, Grinault. Hi, we just met, but I believe in your skills. Eh? You wouldn't be trying to raise my spirits now, would you? Spirit? Not what you expect from a servant of the netherworld. Well, good thing I'm from the opposite direction. Huh? Have we met before? Might be as we crossed paths back in the Crystarium, but I don't reckon we've been formally introduced. Name's Grinault, and this here's meant to be me underwater sanctuary. A place where I can give myself over to me work, far from the distractions of the outside world. You sure your name's not Geralt? And yet, here you stand. Now what's so damned important that you'd dive all the way down to the bottom of the bleeding tempest to bother me? Oh, hi! Ah, the Undo's lamp. Gods curse me, empty head. I've not so much as made a start. Huh? I'm worth less than a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by a sea slug. Me delivery date's long past, me workbench is untouched, and I call myself a bleeding artisan. I've heard their beliefs, or you've heard their beliefs, have you? Bringing light to them ruins will be an act of deep religious and cultural significance. Oh no, I'm stuck with you for another stream. Whatever shall I do? And it was my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion. I just can't bloody well Yeah! Me mind's a bleeding blank. It's like I've pissed away me last drop of inspiration. Cry on the inside. Okay. Maybe. We'll see. Tell me you've got something to show me. Someone that'll give me a musa, or me musa, right good kicking up the arse. The Ondo want to honor the coming of these ancients, so their answering lights got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like the sparkle life caught in a crystal. But just being sparkly is not enough. It's got to dance with joy and sorrow and a sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean? Your thoughts turn to the warriors of light from the first, and the crystals you discovered at the end of their journeys. Maybe Grinault would find them inspiring. I've let the Ondo down, aye. But more than that, I've let meself down. Might as well go back to mending kettles. Mending kettles, you say? I hate the fact that I missed this the first time. I was not paying attention, or I don't remember this line, but I remember there's a tooltip. I did not read carefully enough last time. Show Grinault a crystal which once belonged to one of Ardbert's companions. Sure, can I give him all of them? What have you got there? Such striking beauty. It shines with heartache and laughter and the transience of life, like the turmoil of history made manifest. I can see the brilliance of the crystal's legacy. You'd never capture such a gleam, not if you labored 100 years. But bugger me if I don't mean to try. Where are me tools, gods damn ya? I must set to work before the feeling fades. As somebody who's been struggling the last few days with naming my fucking book so that I can promote it better while I'm still writing it, I feel what he is dealing with on a deep personal level. The illuminated land, let's go! Grinault is brimming with newfound inspiration. I can feel it. A vision forming in me mind. Step aside, lass, and let me itching hands get to work. And done. I've taken the wonders that crystal showed me and channeled them into a new shape what befits the Ondo spiritual character. Hey, hang on. Are you two getting along? Luca's the same food in both bowls. Okay. Sorry, had to play referee for the Munchkins. Not a bad job, if I do say so myself. And to think, I was this close to hanging up me hammer after studying the craft of the ancients. I've been across the length and breadth of Norvrant, and gobbled up every scrap of crafting wisdom what I could find. But no matter which techniques I tried, me work was just no comparison. I couldn't even figure out how they put them damn buildings together. A mystery for the ages. That's what drew me here in the first place. I built me workshop, got the forges burning, and then lost me bleeding will to craft. Thank the gods for that crystal of yours, or I might never have gotten it back. I won't pry it into your business, but I reckon your little miracle there has been through the kind of journey they sing songs about. The echoes of the memory it holds just speak directly to your heart. I can still feel them coursing through me. The inspiration's not fading away. It's welling up stronger and stronger. Give me the chance, and I reckon I can weave the Crystal Saga into other things as well. But bugger me, I had almost forgotten the Ondo's commission. If you could drag that lamp over to Twtich off for me, or I'll stay here and dream up new armaments for you to try. Thank you. You now have access to Grenald's Forge. Equipment rewards will become available for collection based on the role quests you have completed. So all of them. Gimme. Gimme. I don't have a physical DPS, but... Oh, nope, not you. Oh, wait. Yes, you. I know I'm not on that job right now, game. Please just give me the shit without questioning me every single time. Hi, Miko! You're the first Miko here. Fuck it. Nope. Okay, hang on. In that case, I am going to very quickly. Woohoo! Yeah! Look how good it looks! I love the Shadowbringers artifact gear for Bard. I mean, Bard usually gets pretty good gear in general. I don't want the hat. The hat. I know some people love Bard hats, but, like, I want to be able to see my character's face. But look at that! It looks so good! And now we equipped all this. Luca, what? And we equipped this, which is a very nice callback to... Oh, I hate those legs. Are those the shoes or are those the pants? Oh, those are the pants. I might have to adjust that later to look better. One moment. Luca. You're just looking for attention, Luca. Is that what's going on? Is that what your deal is? Cats are such babies. Also, apparently I left my water bottle or my water pitcher by the sink, so whoops. But all right. Right, we were picking up. I remember right. Scholar just like never. Well, no, I was gonna say they never get cute glams, but they eventually started getting stuff that was pretty okay. I really like the Dawn Trail Scholar gear. This, oh, you know what? This isn't so bad. There's definitely worse Scholar gear in the game. I feel like it actually needs the hat. Can I can slash visor the glasses. Okay. And then Dark Knight. With the weapon literally called Shadowbringer. Nice, nice. What? What? He's being baby. I don't know if you guys can hear him meowing. I don't know if my mic is picking that up. One moment. I need to baby a baby. What is you up to? Come here. What are you doing? You gotta let me work so I can earn money to, like, feed you, Luca. You like food, right? The thing I'm doing right now is how I afford food, Luca. I'm gonna give you all the attention until you... Ah! Thank you for the 500 bits, Ash. It's the Luca and Saya food. Fun. Thank you very much. Luca doesn't need his ego inflated more by thinking that it's all for him. Alright. But... we have our full... Ah! Thank you for the 500 bits for the Saya food fund. Alright. The actual racket. I go around claiming that there's a Saya food fund and a Luca food fund that both need donations. Turns out it's actually all going to the same place. Okay. Now I get to run around dressed like this, and I am very excited. Back in my day, we didn't even have level 80 crafted gear, and this was actually the best you could get. At least until you could get tomes. And that is how we are gonna play this now. Because wait, I want to talk to him one more time. Uh-oh, hang on. Luca may or may not have clawed at a corner of my couch so much that I need to, like, patch it at some point. And I try to keep it covered with a blanket, but sometimes it falls away from where it needs to be covering. Small talk. Is this equipment for me? These works were inspired by the tragic tale of a hero, and only a true champion can wield the legacy what's found at the journey's end. Or that journey's end. But if I reckon you've got the spirit and the stones for it, I'll be happy to craft them for you, eat for free. I don't reckon I'll be able to stop myself. Yay. Okay. He doesn't have anything MSQ related, though. No, yuck, yuck. Gosh, you sure look familiar. What are your opinions on kettles, Teehee? Let me just check. What? Okay, it's like around here. I like how they just completely fake you out with, like, what the map looks like. I think it like even lies to you about the size of the map. Here we go. They did such a good job with the reveal. What is it that you have there? Let me read it. This profusion of brightly glowing coral-like branches is most definitely not a kettle. For anybody who doesn't know, the whole joke with that is that, like, when he's not getting roped into helping you with making relic weapons, Gerald's thing is making kettles. Which is why the monk glamour weapons you get for finishing the Realm Reborn quests, or relic quests, is two housing items that are kettles and also the monk weapons that are kettles. The sacred lamp! Then the Finless One has kept his promise. My people tell me of the many deeds you have performed in the name of aiding the cups. And now you have come to me, bearing the light we had almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. We can doubt your purity no longer. Your arrival was the will of the ancients. Well, probably the will of unancient. Actually, probably two ancients. Two and a half, 3. I don't know how we count Hythlodaeus in this situation. I mean, who? What? Do I smell toast? Yes, time for fear has passed. We shall take the lamp and unveil its austere illumination upon the walls of the Forgotten. Gather there with your companions, and we shall speak again once our prayers have been offered. It's so funny, because, like, you can see the shape of what it is through the, like, veil or whatever.
Stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends?
Can I have a chance to tell him that belonged to all of them, or do I have to pick? I thought you were always watching.
I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day. So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal?
Some people ask me for help. And
I was right then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them.
oh, so you do get like it doesn't ask you whose crystal you showed. It's just like because he does specifically mention, I think, Renda Ray if you've only done the aiming quest, which is what I'd done during early access.
I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you, about the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking.
Someday.
I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you to the very end.
I'm holding you to that, buddy. You can bend my ear as much as you want, whenever you want.
Apologies, we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland. Despite his many protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city.
What's that meme? Devastating man you hate makes actually good point.
A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost. But would I have done any different?
How are you feeling?
Oh. Well, hey, good news. I can still see my scales. It's only coming through all the pores in my skin.
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
It's fine, Veen. My skincare just leaves me with a glowing complexion.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city. The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes, impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Shall we?
Let's. The chieftain has bid me guide your steps to the illuminated land. Come, the way lies downwards. Follow the path of coral and rock and join your comrades below. We're walking this. If I thought I had the patience for it, we'd be RP walking this, but we're walking this. Damn it. Come here, River. Same, which is why I want to relish it. Also, I think I might have... Yes. That's a 415 bracelet. Hang on. 403. 406. 14. Okay, so that goes on King. Just in case. I know I probably won't be getting a whole lot of use out of this stuff, but... Necklace? 418. 412. 418. 406. Alright. There. If Emmett Selk is in that trench, then we'll have to assume he's not swimming in salt water. I wouldn't want to suddenly find ourselves at the edge of Bismarck's bubble with no air to breathe. We're on our way at last. seems far darker down here, but I'll not start at a few shadows. We are moving as a group, yes? Emmett Selk hath made himself difficult to reach, yet every step we take bringeth us nearer to his stronghold. Let us not linger, lest the Exarch suffer for our late arrival. Meeting the Ondo was fascinating. They live just like us in some ways, but act completely different in others. The way they think, the way they play. I'd love to come back here and learn more about their culture. Will the dome last that long, I wonder? During the time I've spent helping the Ondo, I've been introduced to quite a few of the local varieties of sea life. Although sea monsters is mayhap the more apt term. Probably best to avoid them if we can. All are gathered, yes? Then I shall describe the path you must take. Enter the cavern beyond and follow the wall down, and down and down. Once at the bottom, find a passage to the northwest. Excuse me. Then continue west and west and west. Rude! Excuse me, sir or madam, or however you identify, I was having a conversation. Sorry about that. Then continue west and west and west. The way is not simple. Keep your eyes within shouting distance and do not stray to the deep or into the deep. Just before the journey's end, you will find the Caliban Gap and the barrier we placed at its mouth. This obstacle will fade should you raise a hand towards it. We have made it so. A most succinct explanation. We thank you for your guidance. Right. Deeper into the caves we go. Yeah. The rocks and coral bunch up by the cavern wall like a staircase of sorts. But be careful. You wouldn't want to slip from it up here. I'm sure it would be fine. Oh no. I mean, I think it just means that, like, you're actually sitting in her chair and you were using her blanket. I'd wager these bursts of water could carry you clear up to the top again. Not that I'm eager to try it. I'll try it! Woo! Maybe I made a mistake. Okay, cool. River, help. Second wind. I may not have thought that particular plan through. River, help. River, help. River, help. Okay. That could have gone badly. Now, is this at one point? No, I think the place where I got lost last time is further in. Yeah. Fuck. Our guide bade us travel to the cavern floor and thence to the west. Yet 'twould seem these twisting tunnels defy such simple instruction. Rather than rely on direction alone, I suggest we scout with care and relay the path ahead to those who come behind. Sounds like a plan. Y'shtola hath forged ahead. Shall we continue on our own advance? Oh wait, I wonder if... Is Thancred even still behind us? Yes, he probably is still saying the same thing too. It's a... Yes. The rock drops off sharply here, but I should think this coral thick enough to serve as a bridge. Ah, Shizune. You have a choice of two routes from here. You can either take the long way to the south, along the rocks, or skip along this branch as Alize has done. I, for one, shall be following my sister's example. I don't think any of the others are over there. So I think we're good to just go this way and not miss anything. I think. I might backtrack just to double check, because I like exploring things. And I haven't been down here in a long time. Phew! Not to it! Alize has already gone on ahead. We should catch up to her. It's not even that much of a long way. Hang on. Alphino, you would have been fine. I get you wanted to look tough, and not lose out to your sister, but like, it's fine, dude. There you are. Come on. I think I've found the tunnel we were looking for. But I want to explore first. Like, what's over here? Oh, it's a wall. Boo, I feel baited. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel baited. What's up this way? Just a cavern full of flap flaps. I think it's just a cavern full of flap flaps. Without anything too interesting. Alright, fair enough. Chocobo for this. Oh. Hang on. Can I not dive here? Oop. Not quite what I wanted. Alright, I guess I can't dive here. I thought that was how I accessed whatever the loopy situation. Oh, no, wait. I remember where that is. No, it's not a diving thing. It's a... There's a cave there. Here. This must be the barrier that Ondo spoke of. Well, that was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads our ancestors cut through the wilderness. 'Twas a treacherous path indeed. Now, I believe one of us needs but raise a hand to banish this next obstacle. Shizune, I elect you to do the honors. Alright. Gone, just like that. I suppose we should head in. Let's go. Like as not, this tunnel will be just as perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let's all stay aware of our surroundings, shall we? Okay, but like, how much did that... No, it didn't do anything. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if it's like when we get there that it'll stop being obscured, or if it has to do with the fact that the weather is everlasting light right now and we won't be able to see it from above until we actually beat the expansion. I don't think there's any good way of sneaking around down here. Oh well, more experience for River. Ah! Come on. Nay, I'd not want to chance that leap. Hugging the northern wall on the way down seems the wiser proposition. I mean, I could probably survive it. That is a very long drop. Please, no heroic jumps over the edge, Shizune. I don't think my heart could take it. My body could. But fine. Everybody's telling me it's a bad idea to take a shortcut, so I won't take a shortcut. Shortcuts are great. I'm infamous for my shortcuts. But if they're gonna be spoil sports and tell me no, then fine. I'll listen, I guess. Assuming it'd even let me. I don't even know if it'd let me actually jump off the sledge. Hey, Square Enix, why would you put an enemy someplace where they could end up staring right where I need to stand to talk to an NPC for MSQ? Like, why would you do that to us? seriously? It's gonna take me the rest of the stream just to get there because of all this shit I'm running into. Where thy footfalls, my friend. Our road taketh us ever onwards, unto ever deeper darkness. But what if I just explored? Look at the super cool fossils! Oh, Y'shtola sure is. Would you guys leave me the fuck alone? I should have lined that up better as an AoE. Okay. I didn't mean to hit that one. Well, I guess this is the ad break show for tonight, guys. She's who accidentally aggroes everything. There. Now that I'm safe, since we're in the middle of an ad, I'm gonna grab myself some gummy snacks. My mom picked up like a whole box of Mott's gummy smacks from Costco. She's who decimates the local monster population. I think Bismarck already got the ball rolling with that one. Honestly, I might just be putting them out of their misery. I don't know if anybody's ever done an edit of it, but it'd be very funny if somebody took the scene where you're first arriving at the Tempest and then just showed a whole bunch of fish just helplessly flopping on the ground. I hate to say this because, like, it genuinely is an awful and heartbreaking thing to see, but, like, maybe a beached whale somewhere. Except it's not beached. It was where it's supposed to be. We're the problem. But no, conveniently here, everything seems to be either a crustacean or some kind of sea creature that can exist above water immediately. As we see his experience bar go up from all the kills. Pretty sure Bismarck is like the ultimate level cap. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. Let me just eat this last fruit snack. Hello, Luca. You are a snuggly sweet boy and I love you. All right. Oh, right. Let's talk to Y'shtola. If we weren't so pressed for time, I should like to explore these side passages. Maybe another day. I have time. I'm sure it's fine. It's funny, these fossils, because, like, I don't know if this was on purpose on the devs' part, but, like, they almost look like they have either, like, mother of pearl or, would it be opal? I think it's opal. What? So cool! I wish the game did more stuff with all the cool shit all over the place here. Like, look at this place. It's so cool. It's wasted as just being a place to gather materials. Let me see what's on the other side. Let me climb. What's down there? Hang on. There's a cool tunnel I can't explore. Come on, game. Fine, I'll come back here when I have flying. And, like, especially since, if I'm not mistaken, like, this is one of those areas where the only materials you'd be collecting would be for level 80 recipes. So, like, once the expansion ends, people don't really come down here. Unless they're a new player, like, just exploring because it's new. Or someone like me who, like, is replaying the game and wants to, like, revisit all the twists and turns they took the first time they played. Good and bad news, Yashtola. It's pretty down there, but you're not missing much. At least until such a time comes that the devs decide to, like, do more with the cool landmarks that are everywhere in this game. Here we go!
By the gods.
There it is. And my favorite BGM in the entire game.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
You know, food for thought. You know how sometimes we get cutscenes where we're seeing things through another character's eyes? Like, they do the whole eye cutout thing where it's like clear that you are literally seeing through their eyes. I would love if we ever got a proper like Y'shtola character arc if they gave us the chance to see like literally what she sees. Also, I need a moment to appreciate just how pretty this place looks with my reshade settings, because this is it vanilla. And like, it's okay, but this brings out the light so much more. Yeah, because like, I'd love to know she means, oh yeah, there's so much magic that like, she is literally seeing the same thing we are, because Emmett literally like projected onto the ruins an illusion of like the city still being alive. And whoops, I just sat on the button for my heated blanket and it turned on. Whoopsies. Like, it's hard to tell like if we actually do see the same thing or if she means that more in a broader sense. Either way, god damn it, I love Amarat. It's big, I'll grant you that. But cluttered city streets are far more conducive to infiltration than wide open spaces. This will work to our advantage, trust me. One cannot blame the Ondo for fleeing the spectacle of these brooding edifices. We, however, have not the luxury of fear. We also know what we're dealing with a bit better than they do. And even if it's big and scary and powerful, the known will always be less scary than the unknown. Emmett Selk holds the Exarch captive somewhere within that vast city. Yet even if we must search every alleyway, we will find them. You'd think all these, or those tall, dark buildings would be frightening. But for some reason, they just make me feel sad. When the chieftain spoke of lights shining from the abyss, this is not at all what I imagined. Why would Emmett Selk do this? Because he's homesick. And also because he wanted to show me. Shizune, did you note the style of the architecture? 'Tis the same used for the remnants at the cups and the murals painted towers. Look closely. Emmett Selk has not simply reclaimed these ruins. He has layered the semblance of an entire city upon them. Gods, the magnitude of his artifice is staggering. Though it pains me to admit, we did not fully understand the feats of which an old-world Ascian is capable. I mean, that's kind of on you. Skill speed, because why not? We have found our destination, but how to descend into the city itself? Okay, I think they're all just still saying the same thing. Yeah. Alize is steeling herself for the task ahead. It's intimidating, yes, but we have to start somewhere. Why don't we have a closer look at that tower to the southeast? We might be able to reach it from the edge of the trench. Hydrate imposter check? Okay. And, okay, if you guys are gonna make me stretch, you guys have to stretch too. Let's go! Okay. Aha! God, it's pretty. How was my day? It was good. I overslept. I had some breakthroughs in trying to name my book. Here we go. Oh, look at it. It's so pretty. It honestly, like... At some point, there's a specific artist I want to commission for, proper... or at least for the art for, like, BRB starting soon, and, stream endings pages, and, like, an offline thing and stuff like that. And for, you know, as a reference, because some of it's going to involve, like, the cityscape of the city that my, VTuber lore takes place in. I want to use the Chicago skyline, the Tokyo skyline, and Emirat as the reference images. I know basically what words I want to use, or like what vibes those words give off, or like what words give off the vibes I want for the title. I just need to figure out how to string them together into something that has the effect I want it to have, but also doesn't feel like an isekai title. Like, I don't want the title to be a fucking sentence. So I basically have to put, like, all these thoughts and feelings and ideas into 3 words. Maybe 4. I also, even though it's a fantasy book, like, it's romantasy. It's not, like, a normal fantasy. So I don't want to do the whole, like, a blank of blank and blank. Basically, one of the hardest parts of titles, or hardest parts of titles, one of the hardest parts of writing, or really like content creation in general, is giving things titles. I agonize so much about like what I'm gonna name my streams each night. Hang on. Actually, 1 second. Oh. I'm gonna take my screenshot for... Oh, whoops, that's not what I wanted. It's as elevated as I can get it. I want Shizune small and kind of hard to see, and there we go. There. I've done my stream prep for Tuesday's stream. Probably, possibly. And if not, it's still a gorgeous image. Oh. Alright, no NPCs for me to talk to here. Got it. Now would have been a really nice time for me to use a voice changer, but I don't have one. So. Look at the size of those doors. Now I know how pixies must feel. Shizune Daskar recognized. Welcome to the city of Amarot. Will you be riding the lift? What? Did the building just welcome you? Mayhap it is not so passing strange. Did Emmett Silk not invite Shizune to visit his abode? 'Tis plain thy coming was expected. Or this place remembers me. And where will this lift be taking us? The lift services every level of Akora Heights, but is presently configured to convey passengers directly to the ground floor. Well, there you have it. In the absence of some few hundred yalms of rope, we have little choice but to accept the offer. With emphasis on the we, I'm not about to let you walk into that place alone. I didn't expect you to. I wish to ride the lift. As you wish. The lift will arrive shortly. Next stop, ground floor. Facilities include the Bureau of the Administrator, the Bureau of the Architect, and the Capitol. If mine eyes do not deceive, we stand in some manner of communal square. Just a moment. I thought I saw something. I just can't believe how tall everything is. Seems peaceful enough, he said, tempting fate. Each of these towers seems a veritable city in itself. Even a Gigas would feel inadequate in such surroundings. Yes, you did. It's only at this distance that you start to realize just how big the buildings truly are. What did that voice call the city? Amarot? Look, over there. Is that a person? Ah, no, my mistake. That's a giant. It doesn't seem to have noticed us yet. Giant or no, a resident of this place may have much and more to tell us. I say we make the first move. Alphino, you can't just... Ugh! Pray excuse my boldness, but might I ask you a few questions? Oh, what adorable costumes. Are you children on an excursion? This district has much to teach you. How odd. That sounded like no language I've ever heard. And yet I understood every word. To be fair, you do have the echo. Just as he understood us. And which district is this exactly? You must be lost, poor things. You stand in the Polylarite district, wherein lie the institutions most vital to the management of our star. Can you tell us where... yeah. Hang on, do we ask outright, or do we be a little more vague about it? Meow meow? Yeah, good point. Subtlety, what's that? Can you tell us where to find him itself? Ah, I see. You've come to marvel at the workings of the Convocation of 14. Hardly surprising, I suppose. The whole world holds its breath as the final days draw near, and our brightest minds race to implement their plans. Thus, you must understand that gaining an audience at this time will be next to impossible. You should hurry home now, before your families begin to worry. Do you need me to walk you back? No, thank you. We will be fine. Very well. Take care, little ones. What was that all about? To my eyes, these people appear as arcane entities. I suspect Emet wove them from ether, much as he reconstructed the rest of the city. The final days. Such words well befit the oblivion described to us by our Ascian foe. A catastrophe of unprecedented scale, which did set in motion the summoning of Zodiark, and thence Heidelin herself. But that happened centuries and centuries ago, didn't it? More like millennia and millennia. That man spoke as if they were rushing to avert a disaster here and now. Unless, for these people, the distant past is the here and now. I believe thou hast the right of it, Master Alphino. This ethereal Amarat and its residents appear to be phantoms of a different age. Emet Selk hath resurrected a memory, a moment in time from before the star was sundered. So, we find ourselves in a long-destroyed city inhabited by the long-departed. An unusual situation, to be sure, but at least we're able to parley with these ancients. In fact, they seem downright eager to chat. I say we use this to our advantage, split up, strike up some conversations, and see if we can't learn the location of our quarry. And while we're at it, it wouldn't hurt to wheedle out a few more details regarding this Convocation of 14 and their impending disaster. To mingling, then. Let's meet back here when our jaws start aching. Let's see here. Where do I want to go? I wonder if we start... Oh, no, wait. This isn't the hall I thought it was. I'm thinking of the capital. Having played through this expansion before, I look so tiny. I mean, I'm an aura. I am tiny, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, the ancients were ginormous. There's a reason they mistake us for children. Constantly. How may I help you, little one? Do you wish to peruse the transcripts of the great debates? Or would you like to reserve a room for a discussion? We are here to serve your needs. Gods, imagine if we had something like that IRL. With, like, professional mediators. One can never be too young to take an interest in the rhetorical arts. Welcome, little one, welcome. Would seem the hall is host to a most precocious visitor this day. And what, pray tell, shall be the subject of our discussion, young one? Emet-Selch? Ah, the convocation and their handling of the coming peril. 'Tis only natural that you should have questions. Shall we begin with the members themselves? As all know, the 14 are the wisest and most puissant among us. They are the stewards of order, responsible for decisions which keep the star turning season after season. Be it the speaker, La Habrea, or the emissary, Elidibus, each seat is occupied by an elected sage of surpassing intellect. Lawgriff, Metron, Emet-Selch, their individual titles have, as a gesture of respect and a matter of tradition, become synonymous with their incumbents. Thus it is that with great incredulity that I greet this recent rumor that a seat in the convocation is soon to be left vacant. If proven true, 'twould be an unprecedented development, and testament to the immense pressure under which our saviors are toiling. In any event, I, for one, am confident that they shall deliver our star unto salvation. Yeah. I mean, even just going through this with the knowledge of 3.4 or 5.4. But yeah, having played through Endwalker, there's a lot of stuff that hits very different. Good gracious child. Where is your family? You should not be alone at a time like this. Run along home. Quickly now. Have you not heard? Though yet confined to the lands across the sea, a terrible phenomenon afflicts our star. They are calling it the final days. 'Tis said it starts suddenly, a cacophonous keening from beneath the earth. The sound distorts all living things within earshot, and wrests from us control of our creation magics. Once that happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair. See, okay, hang on. I gotta pause for a second. Because, like, also having played Endwalker, It's really obvious to see where, like, they had an idea and then basically retconned it. Because the sound came from below the earth that caused the final days, according to Shadowbringers. And we know where the sound came from. And, like, the fact that it came from the earth never gets mentioned in Endwalker at all. So we never even get an explanation for what this guy is talking about. So I think they had another idea for what caused it and then decided to go in a different direction while actually writing Endwalker. And there's a lot of stuff with, like, how Vinal got written in Endwalker that I think also points to that. Once that lock happens, all is lost. Fear, pain, despair. Every dread impulse is siphoned from our minds and given substance. An eternal fall of fiery rain. An incessant spawning of nightmarish beasts. None can point to the source of the phenomenon. 'Tis as if the star itself has fallen ill. As if a force inimical to the life now festers and spreads. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey, 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 hey! Are you okay? It's okay, baby. Luca, not cool. Not cool. Where's the toy, baby? Tis only a matter of time until Amarot too resounds to that discordant squall. You should stay with your loved ones, child. Stay with them. Oh, shit. I don't know what has gotten into him, but Luca is being a silly boy. Oh, wait. Where I want to go is right here. It's fine. I didn't need to mount up. Also, let me check something. Oh, I have all the ether currents. I have all the ether currents? I mean, I'm not on those expansions yet, but, yep, okay. Then I will just go ahead and remove that. He's pestering his sister and picking fights and being a little playful goober. This is the Bureau of the Architect, little one. If you require assistance, I should be glad to assist you. But are you certain this is where you should be? I mean, he was bullying his sister, so, It's almost the end of the month, so I may just need to replace the, plugins I used to keep these two from... No, like, that's exactly it. Like, the tension between the two of them started when, like, they were kittens and he would try to mount her and, like, she did not like that. And then, like, he basically, like, she'd start acting like prey, and so he'd chase her and harass her, and now he just, like, won't leave her alone even when she starts growling and hissing at him. But, like, at this point, it's hard for me to tell who's actually starting it, because, like, is he... Like, when he jumps in the bed, does the fight, like, did he do it looking to pick a fight? Or does her hissing at him stress him out and make him want to attack? So, yeah. Babies, please, indeed. During the next ad break, I might go and actually change their plugins now, because, Yeah. This is your first time here? Take a number if you haven't already, then settle in for a good long wait. Welcome to the Bureau of the Architect, little one. I should be glad to assist you in locating the concept you seek after I have finished assisting those ahead of you in the queue. An audience with Emmett Selk? I am afraid you have the wrong office, little one. And besides, he will be far too busy to field the questions of curious children. Surely you have seen or been told of the looming catastrophe? Every resource available to the convocation must be spent upon ensuring our world survives. They have yet to make an official announcement, but it is said the 14 are moving forward with a plan of scarce credible proportions, one which promises to grant will to the very star itself. Hi, Miko! You still hanging out? They will invoke our mightiest spells of creation to birth an entity of all-encompassing magnificence, and then they will rewrite the laws of existence. 'Tis a huge undertaking, and it must be completed ere the corruption spreads this far. Thus I say to you again, do not hold out hope for an audience. What, Luca? Do you want lap? Is that what's going on? If I scoop you up into my lap, will you behave yourself? Come here. Here, sweet boy. I can't play with you right now. I am earning money for your food. And entertaining the masses. Anyway. Okay, they're the twins. And where are the others? Well, that was an experience. I was never very fond of being treated like a child, but it did make asking questions less suspicious. Shizune, if I was not certain before than I am now. The people of the city believe they face the end of the world. I cannot imagine what purpose compelled Emmett Selk to recreate this ancient Amarot. And yet, I fancy I hear his words to us echoing throughout this ocean trench. He would have his story known. Side quest time! Oops, Dark Knight. Let's go. Actually, let me start this next quest at least. Well, right. Alphino is awaiting the return of your other companions. We can compare notes once the others return. Hopefully, then our next move will become clear. I just want to find a good narrative spot to do side quests. Would seem our conversations were much alike. A looming disaster, creation magics running out rampant, and this convocation's efforts to bring salvation out of chaos. I suppose there was talk of little else in the time when these events came to pass. Ah, Urianger, if I may. What are your thoughts on the ancients' art of creation? A fascinating discipline indeed. Aught the mind can conceive may be rendered in reality. All that is required is a clear concept upon which to focus one's will. 'Tis not dissimilar to the primal rites taught by the Asians, wherein ritual ceremony breatheth life into figments of myth and legend. I see we arrived at the same conclusion, then. The people who lived in the age before the Sundering were blessed with vast reserves of mana. No matter how draining these creation magics must be, it seems they paid the cost with not more than a fraction of the ether which coursed through their own bodies. If we were to attempt the same, such spells would soon deplete our energies, and then seek to draw the balance from elsewhere. From a hoard of crystals, mayhap, or from the very land itself. Thus, when this art of creation was placed into our hands, it became, in effect, a means for destruction. An interesting matter which no doubt bears further study. But despite all these revelations, I worry we are no closer to finding him itself. Has anyone learned aught which might lead us to his location? Not directly, mayhap, but from what we've heard, it seems the convocation of 14 is sequestered in the nearby Capitol building. When we went to see for ourselves, the attendant wouldn't let us through without a writ of permission. So we tried our luck at the Bureau of the Administrator, where we thought these permissions might be issued, but the clerk there said he couldn't help us since our names didn't appear on the registry. And that was where we gave up. I wonder, though, Shizune, could you be eligible for one of these writs? The voice in the lift seemed to know who you were. It might be that your name is registered at the bureaus as well. Worth a look, I'd say. Meanwhile, I'll head back to the capital and search for a less official point of entry, just in case. Pray allow me to accompany thee on thy reconnaissance. An arcane perspective may prove needful. Ahem. I think that I'd like to speak with more of these ancients. Maybe they know something that could help cure Shizune's condition. Would you mind coming with me? Of course I don't mind. Just lead the way. Then Yashola and I will busy ourselves with further exploration. There's surely more intelligence to be had. And so we part ways once more. This time, however, let us reconvene in front of the Capitol. Okay, I think... Are there really only 3 side quests? Well, we're gonna do side quests first. And see what kind of time we have. There's only an hour left to the stream, so I don't think we have enough time to finish Shadowbringers. Remember everybody, if you're not subscribed, you have until I finish Shadowbringers, which we are getting very close to get me to 100 subs. Otherwise, you guys don't get to see me, or you guys don't get to make me do the Nier raids on Black Mage. Is that really what you want? Let me check something. I was literally just checking this today. Oh yeah, we're literally on the second to last quest. but I definitely... I mean, we'll see. I'm time blind, so I always have a hard time judging these things. Dark Knight. First. The loquacious Amaritine wishes to engage you in a battle of wits. Greetings, little one. Come to debate? And at so young an age. How wonderful. Shall we retire to the benches and settle on a topic? Oh, my apologies for jumping to conclusions. My friends are not quite as fond of the Hall of Rhetoric as I am, so I have a habit of chatting up any potential conversation partners. So if you are not here to debate, I presume you are here to learn about the mysterious and esoteric goings-on here. But 'twould be my pleasure to act as your tutor in these matters, if you will indulge me. The Hall of Rhetoric is, as its name indicates, a place where citizens may freely gather to discuss and debate all manner of topics. This central forum is ideal for open discourse, but smaller rooms are available for those desiring more intimate conversation. Oh, and there is a wealth of reading material concerning rhetoric techniques and history penned by the greatest minds on offer as well, should you wish to refine your techniques through self-study. To my mind, however, rhetoric is a living, breathing thing that is best experienced in the moment of the conception and execution. Perhaps a demonstration would best serve to further your education. I saw a contemporary of mine engaged in a lively debate earlier, just outside the hall. Go and see if they are still there, and issue to them my personal invitation to a friendly battle of wits. But that is precisely my point, that their obsession with this so-called mandate to approve only the most beneficial concepts for wider distribution, never mind the ridiculous subjectivity of their criteria, has led the Bureau of the Architect astray from its original purpose. Huh? Have you business with me, child? Regardless, I am in the middle of a heated discussion with my partner. Come back later. No. My position has nothing to do with the intrinsic value of unique identity and whether or not it is retained. Rather, I posit that the reproductions of a given concept are inherently imperfect, and thus they are themselves unique, albeit in minor but significant degrees, and, most importantly, this variance is not to be condemned, but celebrated. Better that than to strive in vain for an impossible standard that, even if met, would leave us lesser for lack of diversity. The Amaritines appear to be engrossed in their debate, utterly deaf to you and your pleas for attention. I like how she's basically just standing here being like, like small child tugging at pant leg, being like, excuse me, can you like pay attention to me, please? Excuse me. My, aren't you a stubborn little bugger? It's strangely endearing, I must admit. But we have all the time in the world. Why are you so insistent that I speak with you this very instant? Ah, you are acquainted with that chatterbox? I suppose I do owe them a debate or two, and now is as good an occasion as any. So be it. So, you're to be an observer? No, that will not do. You must be an active participant. You must engage in the discourse. Only by doing will you learn and grow, little one. I see you found my friend. Thank you, little one. Then without further ado, let us commence the promised debate. As to the matter of what subject we shall debate today, I propose the recent calamity which has befallen our friends across the pond. What say you? The singular point of contention is, of course, whether or not Amarat should intervene on their behalf. I believe we should. The scale of the disaster which threatens that distant metropolis is of a scale heretofore unseen, and so equally considerable resources must be committed to counteracting its effects. I disagree. The scale concerns me less than the nature of the proposition itself. Who are we to unilaterally intervene in the affairs of those half a world away? Are we to be the saviors of one and all? Such arrogance may well lead to our own downfall. While I understand your concerns from a philosophical standpoint, I fear you are too quick to dismiss practical consideration out of a desire to maintain an unassailable moral authority. But let us, you and I, hold here for the present, and offer the floor to our young student. You have heard our opening salvos in this debate concerning the fate of our neighbors across the sea. What is your opinion on the matter? To ignore the plight of one might... To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom. It is indolence. I will always answer that for this quest. Indeed, indeed. The same can be said regardless of one's opinion on the morality of intervention. There is a clear and undeniable benefit to Amarat in using this situation as a testbed for our newest creations, that we might develop and refine our defenses against a potential threat to our own fair city. That's not... How readily you cede the moral high ground. Was not our young friend's point that we have an ethical obligation to aid those in need? Yes! Yet not only do you instead elect to focus on the benefit to Amarat alone, but you also deprive our distant neighbors of the agency to determine their own fate. You misunderstand me. What benefits Amarat benefits all creation, I firmly believe. For the knowledge and wisdom we stand to gain from intervention can then be shared with others, empowering everyone to more effectively surmount similar trials in the future. You guys are both missing my point and twisting my words. I must say, it has been far too long since I engaged in such a refreshing exchange of ideas. My colleague was equally delighted by the opportunity, you may be assured. Some decry it as little more than an academic exercise. After all, we failed to reach a meaningful consensus, but I dare say they missed the forest for the trees. Are we not more enlightened by the experience? Have we not been exposed to a greater variety of viewpoints? Is there not value in this alone? I truly believe we are blessed to be part of a society that exalts the free exchange of ideas and that encourages active participation in the public discourse. This may have been no more than your first foray into the exciting world of rhetoric, but I sense you have made the soul of you have the soul of a debater in you. You may well have the potential to change Amarat in ways no one ever thought possible. I shall be watching your trajectory with great interest, my young friend. Oh, ad break. All right, I am going to be right back. I'm going to do something that will hopefully help with the cat fighting situation, and also stretch my legs, and then I will be back. guys. I like how I can always tell, because I was right. I can always tell based off of Sai and Luca's behavior that the pheromone plugins I used as like their get along shirt are out and they need to replaced. Because that's exactly what was going on. But that's fixed now. So we are all good. Patronizing Amarantine. Oh boy. I'm sure this won't piss me off at all. The patronizing Amarantine is struggling to conceal their disapproval of your attire. I must say, little one, those garments you're wearing, they are your own original concepts, I take it. Clearly they must be, given their rather singular flamboyance. I would never dream of stifling a fledgling creator's creativity, but to parade about in your cultivated individuality is hardly praiseworthy. An Amarantine of character shares their creations with the community. They do not hoard them for their own or for their use alone. To delight in disparity is a mark of the morally deficient. Disparity engenders feelings of want and resentment, which degrade the bonds of fellowship. Thus do we encourage creators to share and share alike, else we risk kindling the embers of covetousness and violence that ever smolder in the hearts of all. Therefore, I must implore you, little one, to cast aside your original trappings and don the communal robes, that you might acquit yourself as an individual among many, or as an equal among many. In so doing, you will be afforded greater respect and autonomy. Worry not, for this will not be a simple affair. I recall seeing a gentle soul outside the Hall of Rhetoric, carrying robes perfectly suited for one of your diminutive stature. I am sure they will be glad to share their wealth with you. But do hurry, little one. The eyes of the collective are ever watching and weighing your worth. Man, I'm getting flashbacks to middle school and high school because I went to Catholic school from when I was in kindergarten until my senior year of high school. And the bullshit that guy is spewing is basically the same justification schools give for like why students or why they want students wearing uniforms. Is, oh, if everybody's dressed the same, then people won't feel bad for having nicer clothes than somebody else or whatever. But like that's bullshit, because then kids, hang on, I'm gonna, yeah, for a second. Like, what happens when you take away a kid's individuality in clothes and like also the whole rat race bullshit of like people having nicer things than other people is it transfers to, oh, what shoes are you wearing? What kind of pens do you use? Like, what kind of pen or what kind of, like, even mechanical pencil suddenly becomes a status symbol among students, especially, like, middle schoolers, when you take away, or, like, when you force them to wear a uniform. It doesn't solve the problem you're trying to solve. It just transfers it to a different thing that they use. You know, what kind of, like, literally, like, what kind of shoes, what kind of writing utensils, what kind of notebooks, what your backpack is, like, literally anything. Like, I'm not making shit up. People literally, like, viewed different types of pens as a status symbol when I was in middle school. Oh ho! Aren't we looking rather smart this day? What can I do for you, little one? Individuality is important. And, like, also robes to serve in lieu of your ensemble. Ah, how prudent. Alas, I have nothing I can offer you at this present time. The ones your associate saw me carrying earlier were a failed experiment. I never intended to make them so small, so I disposed of them shortly thereafter. A failed experiment? By your bemused expression, I gather you find it odd that your elders can fail in so simple an application of creation magics? It is more common than you may realize, little one. In this instance, a gaggle of children was passing by as I held the image of the robes in my mind's eye. Simply by becoming aware of their presence, was the form influenced and the final product changed. All things considered, it could have been worse. Just the other day, I was attempting to conceive a white-haired lion, when all of a sudden, this exquisite eagle alighted on the nearby railing, giving me quite the shock, and dramatically altering my initial concept. Thus, griffins were invented. Yes, indeed, it was a most unexpected development, but not an altogether unwelcome one. Great strides are often born from unexpected impetuses. But even inspiration has its limits. For all the wonders we have wrought, I do wonder if there will come a time when we have fully explored the potential for our powers, when there is truly nothing left unmade, and only iteration and imitation and stagnation remain. But such esoteric matters need not concern you, little one. For now, I would encourage you to embrace your creativity and work your magics without fear of failure. Nevertheless, it would still be in your best interest to don the appropriate robes to avoid excess scrutiny. Why don't you go to the Bureau of the Architect and request the appropriate concept, so you can fashion one yourself? But anyway, what I was saying before I started reading dialogue. Also, like, the reality is forcing kids to wear uniforms in school actually, like, stunts their growth. Not, like, their physical growth, but, like, it took me a good 10, 15 years to figure out what my personal style was in terms of clothes that I could wear in the winter. Because I spent the first, 13 years of my life from when I was like 5 or, well, no, like preschoolers and kindergartners at my school got to wear whatever the fuck they wanted. But like from when I was probably 6 or 7 until I was a senior in high school, I didn't have to think about what I had to or like what to wear at least during the winter. So like I knew what I liked wearing in terms of my own personal style in the summer. But when it came to winter clothes, it took me a really long time to, like, undo the damage of that. Like, clothes are such an important part of, like, how we express ourselves. And yeah, for some people, like, oh, just whatever's comfy is fine. But I think even with people who say that, they still have personal preferences in terms of, like, how they look, even if they claim they don't care. This is your first time here? Oh. Yeah, I've talked to you before. Alright. Welcome to the Bureau of the Architect, little one. Are you here to request a concept for personal use? If so, what sort of concept did you have in mind? Ah, communal robes. That will take but a moment to prepare. But before I fill your request, I should caution you. Pardon me for asking, but your creative potential is, relatively low, is it not? We are trained to assess these things, and I fear that you do not possess the ability to express this concept in physical form. It's almost as though you completely lack it, though that can't possibly be. But regardless of the reason, you needn't worry. We have special tools that may be used to address this very eventuality. I will furnish you with an etheric rope you can use to restrain one of the misbegotten cubuses that congregate in the plaza north of the Academia Anator. You will need to weaken your quarry before you can reliably bind them. But once you have, you may repurpose their energies to create your own robes. Yeah, like with people who are like, oh, I don't care as long as it's comfy. Like, I bet if you gave them, like, something that was very, very comfy, but was like the ugliest ass sweater ever to exist. And then when they were like, I'm willing to bet even people who say that would like at least hesitate if you called their bluff on it. Like, no, people do actually care. What, this shirt is your least favorite color? But like, it's really comfy, and you said it doesn't matter as long as it's comfy, right? All right, let's pull River out. Also, the models for these guys, the models for these guys come from Final Fantasy XIII. In case anybody didn't know. Oh, shit! I'm stupid. Hang on, before I kill this guy. There we go. But yeah, okay, so here's the plan. I don't have the energy to do a stream that goes overtime. I know we're on the second to last quest of Shadowbringers. But I am going to finish these side quests and then probably wrap up the stream there, and then we'll be finishing Shadowbringers on Tuesday. Like for real. Which means you guys have until stream ends on Tuesday to get me up to 100 subs. If you want to make me do the Nier raids on Black Mage. I will also be making posts about that on social media, but yeah, I figured I might as well. I'll also post it in the Discord just to let people know, in case there's people who aren't subbed who might want to. I've talked to you before. Welcome back, little one. Did you succeed in binding a cubus? Yeah, I guess so. As one might expect, the creature is rather less than pleased to have been bound and shoved in your pack. Here you go. This is something I happen to be very good at. You have done well, little one. Allow me to siphon its energies and prepare the matrix for you. It should only take a moment. Here you are, a creation matrix that you may use to generate your own robes. Thank you. The concept is inscribed upon the crystal, which has been infused with the ether of the beasts you've brought me. What? Why are you looking at me as though you do not know how to channel the powers of creation? It is as natural as breathing. Even a newborn babe has the instinct. Even if your potential is lacking, as one of our people, you must surely know what to do. Do I use, like, Weaver's skills? I know that's a headcanon some people have for how crafting works in 14, but like this quest kind of makes it very clear. No, like lore-wise, crafting is what it says on the tin. We are not just, like, breaking things down and making new shit out of it. As cool as that would be. Oh, I hope someone else hasn't registered it already. Why, hello there, little one. Are you looking for your mummy and daddy? No. The bureau attendant seems to be regarding you like a lost young child. Thank you for the 14 gifted subs to the community! Thank you! And, what level type chain is that? Level 4 hype train, hey! Thank you! Greetings and welcome to the Bureau of the Architect. Are you in need of assistance? It would be my pleasure to answer any questions you might have. To your left is the counter where you may submit registrations for new creations. To your right, you will find the counter where you make requisition concepts on file. I appreciate you. Am I correct in assuming you are not familiar with the services we provide? I see. A more detailed explanation is in order then. You understand that by harnessing the powers of creation, we can give physical form to all manner of concepts, yes? Picture a bouquet of fresh, fragrant flowers, all the colors of a rainbow. Now picture those self-same flowers formed of delicate crystal, impossibly fragile and radiating hues beyond the visual spectrum. Every day, our people push the boundaries of imagination to conceive new and striking designs like these. But there are limits to what a single individual can shape with their abilities alone. Those who harbor greater ambitions may offer their concepts to others here, that they might with the strength of many accomplish what one cannot. Not all concepts are approved for wider distribution, of course. Dangerous, subversive creations pose a risk to everyone, and so it is only after a comprehensive evaluation, after a concept is judged to further the greater good, that we permit it to be shared with the community. Otherwise, they get sent to redacted. Do you understand, little one? I think so. Since you are here, I think you might benefit from conversing with some of the others currently availing themselves of our services. Why don't you go and speak with some of the citizens waiting for their registrations to be processed? Much as I would like to believe my explanation was more than sufficient, I expect that you may gain greater insight in this way. If you would like to learn more about the Bureau of the Architect and what we have to offer, I suggest you speak with those individuals currently availing themselves of our services. Perhaps one of the citizens waiting for a registration to be processed. Hello, hello, little one. So rare it is to see one of your size roaming about here. Come to learn about the Bureau, are we? I'm here today to register a new creature. Boneless and with semi-translucent skin, it drifts through the air, like a dancer on the summer breeze, its tentacles trailing behind. It utilizes gas bladders to propel itself from place to place, you see. I'll admit it's not the most elegant of designs. I'd not shed a tear if it were rejected, quite frankly. But what can I say? I take pleasure in conceiving unorthodox designs. A beginner like you shouldn't take after me, though. If you're looking to pick up a few tips, you should probably ask someone else. Ah, is that my number they just called? If you'll excuse me. Are you the child I saw speaking with the attendant earlier? I thought so. So young and already so eager to learn about the concepts and creations. That curiosity will serve you well, little one. Are you the child there we go. I've been credited with a few popular concepts. I'm proud to say. I'm hoping that my latest will be equally well received. Autonomous figures. What does that mean? I say my latest, but really it's the product of many others' efforts and individual insights. But such is the case for every masterwork, I reckon. Autonomy notwithstanding, these creations know no fear. They are wholly devoid of emotion, and will without hesitation or resistance engage in any dangerous activity, even if death is assured. There's a beauty in that, I think, and I hope the officials do so as well. I tell you, there is nothing more nerve-wracking and thrilling than the waiting period before you receive the result. I love it and hate it in equal measure. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about it. If you're still keen to learn more, why not pester that worrywart over yonder? Come to think of it, I think their particular creation was designed to appeal to children. Good for them? You there, an aspiring creator come to learn about the Bureau and its inner workings, I trust. That's all well and good, but since you're here, perhaps you can help me with a little something. I've been refining a concept of mine for some time now. Adorable little creatures designed to be the perfect plaything for any young children, or a young citizen. But I'm still terribly unsure if it's ready to be submitted for approval. Which is why I was hoping you might first put it through its paces and tell me what you think. Your honest opinion. I'll have no flattery from you, young lady. This matrix will allow you to summon my creations. But don't use it here. Take it outside first. And don't be afraid to play rough. It's all part of the fun. Okay. That feels ominous. Come on, River, let's go. Have fun. Concept Matrix, a curious orb that will allow you to harness the power of creation and give form to the concept within. I don't know. I don't know if I'd call them ugly. A lot of the ones I get are really generic. But also, like, why would I want to use the general Twitch emotes when... Ow, I'm heavy. When I have my own emotes that are hella cute. like, there's a reason why once we're done fundraising for the iPhone, I'm probably going to have the next donation goal be for, me to hit up Buppy for some more emotes. Because we do have the slots for it. I just don't have the consistent cash flow for it. How did you find my lovelies? Were they as delightful and engaging as I hoped? Tell me everything. Spare no details. They sure were something. I say, they spouted nonsensical phrases and attacked you like mad beasts? Did they actually? Well, it didn't end up in the chat log if they did. Wait, what's this? Maintenance will take place on all worlds from January 29th, 2025, 10 p.m. to January 30th, 2025, 2 a.m. Please look out for the maintenance. Hang on. Wait. 10... Oh, that's midnight for me. Okay. But that is tonight. So all the more reason why I don't want the stream to run late tonight. Because there's some stuff I might want to do on my main before I go to bed. So, okay. Attacked you like mad beasts? How distressing, and not at all like I had what I intended. My sincerest apologies to you, little one, for the unpleasant experience. Still, from these experiences do we grow stronger and wiser. I look forward to the day when you will try your hand at creation too. Okay. Now, I'm not continuing MSQ, but I think I am going to spend a little bit of time before we end the stream testing some things, because I know where this game is going. And I want to see some things. What do you have to say? Anything? Have you heard about these calamities that other cities are facing? Terrifying concepts, the stuff of nightmares. Running amok. What are the people to do? Okay, is this person gonna comment on it? I know. Yes, never mind. Okay, so they do say it before you find out the thing. Hi, coffee. Oh wait, since I'm here, let me go ahead and grab that bit of the map that I'm missing. I know I'm not gonna be able to get all of it before I unlock flying, but also that's really unfortunate timing. I am getting ready to wrap up the stream for the night. You don't technically hear lo-fi, but there are some areas in this game that have very lo-fi music. Because this is literally just the game BGM here. Also one of my favorite background pieces in the entire game. It's piano and there's a ticking clock in it. That's someplace I haven't been to yet. Do we ever do anything here? Does this ever get used for anything? Have I been here before? Probably. Oh, is this where? Oh, right. We get... Is this where the cutscene happens? It's been a while since I've done these quests. But yeah, that being said, if you want actual dedicated lo-fi stream, be sure to come by on Friday. No, you're good. Like I said, Friday is my usual, like, lo-fi productivity stream, so if you want the chill beats, that is when you're gonna wanna come by. You work Friday? Is your work something where you could, like, be watching a chill stream in the background, or does it require, like, your full attention? Because, like, I hate to tell you how many podcasts I listened to 24-hour shifts. Oh, that's awful. Do you mind if I ask what you do? I am so sorry. Yeah, Ash, my feelings exactly. Oh, fire rescue. I mean, thank you for, like, your service and stuff, but please take care of yourself. Holy shit. Okay, now to answer my most burning question. Can you now see Amarat from up top? Or is it the weather that's affecting our inability to see it? I am investigating this on stream because I can. Nope, I guess it's the weather, because, like, on my main, if I come here, I can make out Amarat just fine. But yeah, you can totally make out the shape of the city when you know what you're looking at. Otherwise, you just think it's, like, distant bioluminescence, which I think is a very cool way to, like, handle that reveal. By the way, Coffee, if you have any interest in Final Fantasy XIV, we are in deep spoiler territory at this point. That being said, it's almost 10:30. Maintenance is, like, in, like, an hour and a half. So that's fair. I fucking love this game. That being said, I've been streaming it for almost 2 years now. I cannot wait until... maintenance tomorrow. Ash, maintenance in an hour and a half until... Hang on, where is that? Let's see here. Until 2 a.m., which is 4 a.m. for me. The times are usually, unless there's 2 maintenances, because usually the second time is when it ends. Because what it's saying in game is maintenance will take place on all worlds from January 29th, 2025, 10 p.m. to January 30th, 2025, 2 a.m. PST. Please log out before the maintenance. See the news section for more details. Which, like, is why I think I'm for sure just gonna end the stream here and not continue, because I know we have 2 quests left, but I don't want to try and race against maintenance to get all the cutscenes watched properly and then do the dungeon and the trial. So it will just be better all around for us to save that for Tuesday. Last Final Fantasy played was PS1. Fair. But yeah, okay, hang on. So let me see who, whoops, that's not what I wanted to look up. All right, who should we raid tonight? You know what? If we want calm, chill vibes, let's raid Tick. We haven't raided Tick in a while. So we're gonna raid Tick Two-Tail. He's a cool guy. He also plays Final Fantasy XIV. He also does stuff with Spirit City Lo-Fi sessions sometimes. Oh, he's actually running it right now. So yeah. And he does art, which is super cool. So yeah, let's go Ray Tick. Give him a... Oh, also, I find it really funny. I just need to make this observation because it's happened multiple times. I find it really funny how many times I have raided people on Fridays during Friday Night Rights who are also playing Spirit City, and then it turns out they also play / stream Final Fantasy XIV. That was a Venn diagram I was not expecting to fall into, but I guess when you primarily raid other VTubers, you're gonna end up raiding other anime people, and anime people, like the Venn diagram between anime people and Final Fantasy XIV people is not quite a circle, but it sure is oval shaped. Anyway, we're gonna read Tick. I will be back on Friday, 8 o'clock Central with Friday Night Rights. Also be sure to tune in on Sunday for raid night starting at 4:30. I would love if we could see Enrage and Kafka this week. That would be amazing. We're so close. And then we just have to clean things up and we'll clear. And then next Tuesday, we will be finishing Shadowbringers. You guys have until then to get me to 100 subs. In order to make me do the Nier raids on Black Mage. And then, yeah, and then we'll just continue with MSQ, start doing the 6.0, like, endgame content, and then on to patch content. Not 6.0, oh my god, 5.0. Which means role quests, raid, we'll get to start Eden, the dungeons, there's gonna be lots of crying. But yeah, anyway, until I see you guys again, I hope you have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy. Oh, also, I'm dumb. Make sure to follow, make sure to subscribe, make sure to follow me on Tumblr and Blue Sky. I am at Cheesy Cheese. Join the Discord for community and updates and all that good stuff. And I will see you all next time. Until I see you again, have a good night, stay safe, stay healthy, and take care. Bye-bye!